You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on. News 25 is brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law, voted Best of Las Vegas. Give them a call, 702-727-9900.
Thank you for joining us here on News 25 and Ace Country Radio and streaming at KPVM.TV and now on Roku devices on this Monday, December 15th, 2025. Good evening. I'm Chris Palermo. Here's what's happening. A man has been transported to UMC after trying to kidnap a Las Vegas woman. Haley Grabby has the scoop.
According to the Henderson Police Department in Las Vegas, a man accused of attempting to kidnap a woman was shot and injured by Henderson police on Sunday, December 14th. According to police, officers arrived to find the suspect trying to force a woman inside the vehicle. When officers ordered him to stop, he instead drove the vehicle towards them in an attempt to flee. Officers then fired at the vehicle. Despite being shot, the suspect continued driving and escaped the area. He was later located at his home after a 911 call was made reporting injuries, and he was transported to UMC. Police later confirmed the suspect and the woman knew each other, and the woman was able to escape safely before officers arrived. No officers were injured during the incident. Henderson Police Captain Haven Tillman used the incident to highlight domestic violence awareness, especially during the holiday season. He says, "If you are experiencing any domestic violence issues, especially with the holidays around, please, if you can leave. If you can call 911, please call. There's tons of resources that we can offer you." Police say more details about the incident will be released as the investigation continues.
More news now is the 34th annual Christmas Benefit Show held Sunday, December 14th at the Saddle West in Pahrump. Great time. The Silver Tappers and more dazzled with great costumes, songs, and dancing. And it was all for a great cause. Get into the holiday spirit now with this report from Samantha Roberts.
The 34th annual Christmas Benefit Show was held over the weekend at the Saddle West Hotel and Casino, with proceeds benefiting Southwestern Wilds, a wild horse and burro rescue. The event featured 2 show times, one at 2 p.m. and another at 7 p.m., both drawing packed houses. The benefit show kicked off with the lighting of the Christmas tree by this year's 2025 Miss Senior Golden Years Queen, Mary McRory, setting the tone for an evening filled with holiday spirit. During the show, the Silver Tappers delivered an incredible performance that had the audience on the edge of their seats cheering for more.
no, you're not dreaming. May I present the North Pole? If it's penguins you expect of you, you surely haven't guessed. They all live down at the other end. With a little luck, we'll be on time. There's no need to stress, because that's the way things happen on the Polar Express.
The final performance of the evening was the iconic Wooden Soldier, featuring the one and only B.J. Hattrick. Following the performance, News 25 had the honor of speaking with B.J. Hattrick and Vanessa Fernandez.
So BJ, tell me about it. 100 years now, and you're still dancing on stage.
Yes, I am. And just show, you just have to be positive and don't let this other stuff bother you, and always just have a smile for people, compassion and love. And my Lord, that's who gets me through this. Before I go on stage, I said, just please squeeze my hand just a little bit tighter, please. And he did.
What made you decide to choose Southwestern Wilds as the recipient?
You know, I heard about it. One of my tappers told me about it, and I wanted, but I won't give money until I really check it out. And I had him come to my house, and I listened and listened. Then we searched on it, and I loved animals. I love animals. And so I just made up my mind that's who it was going to be.
Tonight was just absolutely amazing. We are just so honored to be part of their mission that has lasted for decades and decades. There were tears, there was laughter, and speaking on that compassion, it's compassion for the animals, it's compassion for others, and just doing the right thing. And that's what I think the Silver Tappers completely invoke.
The annual Christmas benefit show continues to be a cherished holiday tradition, bringing the community together through music, dance, and generosity.
Thank you, ladies, for a terrific show. More news coming up. You're watching News 25.
You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on.
Welcome back to News 25. I'm Chris Palermo. In our daily arrest report, we have a pro tip. Don't try to sell the vehicles you stole on Facebook Marketplace because police will arrest you. News 25's Haley Grabby has this report.
On December 14th, 2025, Nye County Sheriff's deputies responded to a report involving stolen vehicles being sold on Facebook. According to authorities, the vehicle owner recognized their stolen UTVs listed for sale online and contacted the individual advertising them. The seller allegedly discussed the possibility of selling the vehicles online. When deputies arrived in the area, they were flagged down by a man later identified as Larry Cantwell. Cantwell told officers he may have located stolen vehicles and explained that an acquaintance would bring UTVs to his property before returning to Las Vegas. Deputies were allowed onto the property where a blue Kawasaki UTV reported stolen was located. A red Polaris UTV on the property was also confirmed to be stolen. When asked to provide titles for the vehicles, Cantwell said that he would need to speak with an attorney to obtain the documents through a trustee. Shortly after, the Facebook Marketplace listing for the vehicles were removed. Investigators say Cantwell later changed his account, claiming someone had passed away and that he could obtain the titles, statements that were later determined to be false. Further investigations, including a review of private messages between involved parties, indicated that the stolen UTVs were brought to Cantwell's property with the intent to sell them. Larry Cantwell was taken into custody and charged with possession of stolen property valued at more than $25,000.
Well, a new study from UNLV says that 15% of Nevada residents are more likely to develop a gambling addiction. The amount of debt from gaming losses are staggering for some of these people. A recent study conducted by UNLV found that nearly 15% of Nevada's residents have a gambling problem. These Las Vegans are said to be far more likely to suffer negative consequences caused from their gambling compulsion. Regarding problem gambling, in this study, 21% of the 65% of the Nevada residents who admitted to gambling in the past year fall into the most severe risk category. On average, the amount of debt these participants took on was $32,000, and the risk for casino workers was double. Other groups likely to fall into that category are blacks, Latinos, and people younger than 24 years of age. The study is not available online just yet. Andrea Dasopoulos is the project manager for the Nevada Problem Gambling Project at UNLV's Gaming Institute. Dasopoulos talks about the possible negative outcomes for gambling addicts. We're talking about financial harms, which are everything you can imagine: bankruptcy, loss of savings, foreclosures, using payday loans, not being able to pay your rent, not being able to buy food. She recently appeared on the CityCast Las Vegas podcast. The main reason in the study why these people gambled was surprising to this Las Vegas native herself. It was not for entertainment and enjoyment, but many of the people with gambling problems attributed their desire to gamble for profit. All right, well, the Las Vegas Raiders couldn't really put any points on the board yesterday, but the NHL home team did much better. Mikey has that. More in sports.
Time now for your News 25 look at sports and streaming at KPVM.TV and now on Roku devices. The Vegas Golden Knights were rolling the dice on Saturday night, and this time the house won. They picked up a 3-2 victory over the Columbus Blue Jackets, and yes, jackets were optional. The Knights now head back home this Wednesday to welcome the New Jersey Devils. Milestone alert: Jay Theodore picked up his 300th career assist, proving once again that sharing is caring. Over in the NFL, the Eagles decide enough was enough. They snapped a 3-game losing streak and pitched their first shutout in 7 years, cruising to a 31-0 victory over the Las Vegas Raiders. The Raiders look to bounce back this Sunday in Houston. And finally, mark your calendars and maybe bring a poncho. Tuesday, December 17th, during both lunches at Pahrump Valley High School, the varsity cheer team is hosting Pie a Cheerleader fundraiser in the courtyard. For just $3, you can throw one whipped cream pie or $5 for 2 pies. And that's your look at sports on News 25.
Thank you, Mikey, and I'll have your rodeo wrap-up coming up. You're watching News 25.
You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on. News 25 is brought to you by Mountain West Lawyer, Injury Attorneys, 727-9500.
Welcome back to News 25. I'm Chris Palermo. The Wrangler National Finals wrapped on Saturday in Las Vegas, and it was record attendance for the event, which has been here since 2015. It was the highest turnout since 2015 for the recently wrapped Wrangler National Finals Rodeo held here in Las Vegas. Closing night was this past Saturday night at the Thomas and Mack Center. For the 40th anniversary, the total attendance reached almost 176,000 people, surpassing the 170,000 people in 2024. Since the rodeo's arrival in Las Vegas in 1985, the cumulative attendance at the Thomas and Mack Center has now exceeded 6.8 million people. The Cowboy Christmas at the Las Vegas Convention Center was the official gift shop during the rodeo. NFR Experience traversed the Las Vegas Strip and downtown, featuring more than 130 concerts at 32 locations over 10 days.
News 25 WeatherCam is brought to you by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorney's Office in Pahrump. In a wreck, need a check? Call 702-877-1500.
It's the Lerner and Rowe WeatherCam, and we are looking outside of the KPVM TV studios in Pahrump. We are having a great stretch of dry weather. If you want some water, you can check out the Ice Age lake that has formed in Death Valley. But your forecast is coming up.
Weather is sponsored by the Nevada Dairy Farmers and the Dairy Council of Nevada, sharing the love of all things dairy. Celebrate the best moments with milk. Milk the moment. And the weather is also brought to you by the Ponderosa Dairy, Nevada's largest dairy, fresh from our farm to your table.
Welcome back to News 25. I'm Chris Palermo. It's your weather forecast from the Anchor Desk. Friendly went up to 55 degrees today, Fallon 54. But look, they're going down to 26 chilly degrees tonight. Carson City at 59, Tonopah is at 57. Goldfield is mining 56 degrees today, down to 30 for those folks. Beatty 70, not 80. And Amargosa is 73, 40 for them tonight. Las Vegas, 71 degrees, 47 tonight. Death Valley, 73 degrees, low of 50. It's still nice and warm and toasty. Our friends over in Death Valley, currently 59 degrees. That's pretty comfortable. Your sun rose this morning, almost 7 a.m., 6:47 a.m., 27% humidity, east-southeasterly wind direction, 2 miles an hour right now. And we hit a high in there at 70, almost 67 degrees. Like I said, your temperature right now, 59 degrees in Pahrump in the region. Your sun said just about an hour ago, 4:30 in the afternoon, 41% humidity. Your winds are light tonight, easterly direction, 3 miles an hour. Low at 39 degrees, and your forecast goes a little something like this. Tomorrow, what another terrific Tuesday. Abundant sunshine, 70, sunny Wednesday, 71. Thursday, a couple of clouds roll in, 71. Friday, 70. Saturday and Sunday, we've got some clouds, and that might be the start of our changing weather pattern. 69 and 70 on Sunday. Monday, next Monday, 71. Those lows are pretty good, low 40s up to 50 degrees. Now, the long-range forecast is for next week. We could have some rain move in around Christmas Eve, but I can tell you what, we are probably not going to have a white Christmas unless you're on Mount Charleston. That'll just about do it for all of us here tonight. I'm Chris Palermo. Make it a great night.